Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do these polygel nails, and if you're interested in this, keep on watching. So I'm starting by putting some slip solution, which I'm using alcohol for, in my ghetto dampening dish. It's really just the bottom of a water bottle that I cut off, but it works just fine. And what I'm doing now is just dehydrating kind of my nails with the alcohol and a little cosmetic wedge. So now I'm going in with my base gel, and I'm just going to put that over all of my nails. And by the way, I'm using a kit that I got from Amazon by Beetles, I believe, and I'll link it down below. And what I'm doing now is just making sure that there's no excess of the base gel in my cuticles before I cure it under the lamp, because it will get hardened in your cuticles. And now I'm just going ahead and curing that base gel, and yes, we did just switch angles, just pretend like it's not happening. And now I'm just going back over the base gel that I just cured with some alcohol, and now I did get a little bit of that base gel cured in my cuticle, so this is what I do to get it off. So now you're going to go ahead and select which dual form is going to fit your nail. So we're going to start with my pinky, and I like to personally choose a dual form that's a little bit bigger than my nail bed, just because when it seems like it's perfect, sometimes it doesn't cover my whole nail. So now I'm going to go ahead and scoop out some polygel, and I'm starting by putting some alcohol on the tip of this so that it slides off when I take the polygel to put it into the dual form. And on this one I'm starting with pink, on some other ones I'll start with white. It kind of doesn't really matter, it's just all about blending it in the middle. But yeah, so you want to scoop your polygel into the dual form and just start blending it in, and make sure whenever the polygel feels like it's not moving well enough to wet that brush. And remember to keep it a little bit thinner at your cuticle, because you don't want like a big chunky nail. Like, you want it to lie flush and look natural coming out of your nail bed. And don't be afraid to add too much or too little polygel, because it's a very forgiving product. You can always take it off or add more. So now we're moving on to the white tips. So we're just going to scoop out some more polygel, make sure there's none of the pink left over. And now we are just scooping that white into the dual form to create our white tip. And what you want to do is just, blend that down into the pink. Make sure that you have, a little bit of body in the middle of it so that your nail, the free edge, is supported. Like I said, you want your cuticle to be flush, but then you need to add some structure like to your apex so that the nail is strong. So now we're just putting it on our nail, and press it down a little bit but not too much so that you flood your cuticle with the product. And when it looks good, just put it under your UV light and cure. So once it's done curing, I find that one tap of that button usually does the trick with this light. You just want to rock the dual form back and forth until it pops off your nail, and it should be pretty easy to do. And now I'm just, filing a little bit, shaping it, even though I'm going to go back and do some more of this later, but it looks really good. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest of my nails now. And I just wanted to go ahead and say that I really like working with polygel. I'm not a person who gets my nails done that often, just because I never really liked how acrylics feel on my nails, but I really like the feel of polygel. Like, they feel a lot lighter, a lot more natural. And I'm not anybody's nail tech, but I think that these are really, really easy to do yourself and to make them look professional. Another plus for me is that since you're doing it in the dual form, you're always working with your dominant hand. And I know that's where most people struggle when they're doing their nails, is being able to do, like, if you're right-handed, doing your right hand is a struggle. So I think that's definitely a plus for polygel if you have that problem. So as you can see with this nail, I did leave a little gap, just meaning I didn't put enough polygel in the dual form in that specific area, but it's okay, and this is super easy to do some patchwork on. Just add another little ball of polygel and then just smooth it out as best as you can, but this doesn't have to be perfect. because Polygel is super easy to work with, especially after the fact. You can really just file it down. It's not hard to file down. You don't need an e-file with just a regular file, and it'll be nice and smooth like nothing ever happened. And once you get it back in good shape, you want to just cure it and then go ahead and file it down so it's nice and smooth. You can also go ahead and do some, cutting and filing as you go through. Right now I'm just cutting this nail. And I do like the shape that these dual forms make the nails already, so it doesn't take much shaping. So now that I've done my whole left hand, I'm going to go ahead and put this top coat gel on it. Same with the base gel. You want to make sure that it's not getting in your cuticles because it will harden in your cuticles when you cure it. So once you've got all of your top coat applied, you want to go ahead and cure your top coat, and then I cure my thumb separately. Now that that hand is done, I'm just going in with some cuticle oil just to rehydrate my cuticles. But don't be dumb like me and just wait until you do both of your hands to do this, because you don't want any oil on your fingers when you're working on your other hand. And we have our finished product. I think these are so cute and they're so easy to do, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one.